Hey Taurus, sorry. Oh my gosh, it's raining like crazy. This is a very romantic day, but there's a leak. What the hell? Oh my God. Anyway, I'll worry about that later. Whatever. You guys, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. I'm so stoked you're here. We're going to get your love reading today. Before we get right into it, it is leaking. Focus. Before we get into it, if you would like me to send my good energy, my positive vibes to you, say hi in the comments. You're welcome to say what you'd like people to pray over, and I encourage everybody to join in. Also, if you're shy like me, but I want people to pray for me, just say hello or give me a little wave. And I want to also say that no negativity can get in, okay? So I'm sealing that with my word and my intention. Any negativity tries to get into this space, it's just going to sift out like sand. Has no power over us. All right? So we're only going to take cards that volunteer themselves. Make sure you stick around to the very end when we get advice from tarot. That's like the most helpful part. And anything else, these cards are going everywhere. Flipping in the deck, we've got 5 of Wands, which can be a little conflict. When it flips in the deck, I always look at it like a footnote, you know, like a little hint. All right. We have out. So there might be some overthinking, some processing, maybe a little anxiety attached to something here. There could be some third-party energy here, or it could just be other individuals playing a role in this, you know. But I don't think this doesn't look bad. It just looks like there's some overthinking going on the inside. You might end up taking a break from a union or a partnership, even your friends as well, to reflect on things. Excuse me for yelling at the camera right now. It's just so loud, raining outside, that I'm like, I gotta win. My voice has gotta win over the rain. Yeah, so it's kind of like you've got this, it feels like there's these 2 cards of community, partnership, love, sandwiched between 2 big, heavy thinking cards. There's this meditative card, this quiet card, suggests that you aren't speaking to them about what's going on inside. So you got a lot going on inside, and you might be taking a step back from them. Let's get some insight on this Nine of Swords. What's going on in your head, all this thinking? Another Swords card. Now keep in mind that swords represent thinking. Of course, I've said that word a million times by now. Thinking, processing, ideas, realizations, it's communication. But this communication is staying inside you right now. Let me be clear, because there's a decision I think you feel you need to make somehow. That could be, should I communicate this thing to this person? Should I not? But there's a little bit of a fear, a reservation attached to it. And it's because I think with the fear and the anxiety, it's hard to see which way to go. So that you're doing the wise thing, which is when we feel that way, rather than working on impulse, going inside, taking a break, giving yourself some quiet, a chance to listen to where your intuition is leading you. 3 of Cups. What's this 3 of Cups? We've got Pentacles in reverse. Let's get this. Love reading. 3 of Queen of Wands. Bear with me for a sec. 2 of Cups. What's this 2 of Cups? I feel like if there's been any falsehoods around you, I think you're taking a step back to just regain trust in your own instincts and listen. Because if there's any kind of falsehoods, it's just not going to they're not going to fool you. And I know that's kind of a funny thing to say. I think you're reevaluating. It feels like you're reevaluating what you've put into somebody and what you put into a partnership of some sort. You're just trying to gain insight right now, because I think that your body's popping off, like your adrenaline, maybe some emotions, some anxiety is popping off, and your brain is saying, well, why? But why? Why is it reacting this way? There seems to be an individual here. It could be you or somebody else. They come out very extroverted. They come across to others as very extroverted, very charismatic. They like fine things. They usually look really good. They can come off as very enthusiastic. Who's this Queen of Wands? They can be a fire sign sometimes. Okay, it's interesting because there is a sense of wearing a mask and a sense of trying to fool a crew of people, trying to fool others, wearing a mask of being okay with things and looking great and feeling confident. But it looks like you're aimed in a really great direction, actually. It's with hope and optimism that this Queen of Wands shows up to that group, to that party, to that gathering, and it's putting their best foot forward. Why the anxiety? Why this choice? King of Wands. It's like they're your match. King of Wands and Queen of Wands are showing up. I feel like the Taurus I'm talking to have a choice to make regarding an individual. Communication needs to happen. Let's get some advice for our Taurus. Communication needs to happen eventually, but you're not ready yet. Advice for Taurus. We've got Ace of Wands out, Queen of Swords. That's communication on it. Let's see, anything else? Advice. Oh, we got Four of Swords again. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, okay. Well, so messages are going to be coming through very quickly. I think boundaries are going to be set. I think that, truth is going to come out. There's an opportunity for communication that is going to really draw some very definite outlines around this situation. There's an individual coming up in this reading here, in this advice column, and I'm going to describe them to you. They could be male or female, anybody in between, but they're kind of they're like emotionally mature, but they're very kind of watery. They could be a water sign. They could be very empathetic and empathic, and very compassionate. But there's heartbreak attached here, and this could be a past experience. But what's really leading the pack in your advice is you're going to have an opportunity for very quick communication. For some of you guys, that's going to be travel with somebody who is pretty straightforward. This could be you or somebody else, but somebody's got something to say. Somebody's got yeah. Things are going to turn around here when this communication is made. Ace of Rods. What is Ace of Rods? First, my cards are going crazy. What's Ace of Rods? Thank you so much for this advice. Queen of Rods. It's a complex situation. We've got people here. We've got more than one person here. But in the middle of all of it, we've really got some hard boundaries being drawn. This could have happened in your past. Either way, there's this quiet energy. Quiet, Four of Swords. Why are we getting quiet? Contemplative. Ace of Swords is a realization. You might be keeping to yourself, but it's making you very happy. There's an independence attached to this. This is like happily independent. You might be stepping away from a group of people. You might be stepping away from one person in particular, but it comes with a group of people. Take it only if it resonates. Let's get a card from our Romance Angels deck. An oracle card, please, for Taurus. This realization, this epiphany is going to lead you to a happy place. Religious factors. What an interesting card to come up. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, does that have to be our very common religions that we're all familiar with? Judaism, Catholicism, Christianity? No, but it could be your system of beliefs. So even politics, it can reach into politics. Very interesting, you guys. Anyway, feel free to leave a comment. I would love to send you my good vibes, and I will see you very soon for your May readings. I hope that was helpful. Sending love. Bye.